Hello and welcome to the Paris Fashion Week vlog. So today we're doing something very exciting. We're actually interviewing for internships for our Paris Fashion Week show. We're interviewing for dressers and also for front of house internships. So that's going to be super exciting. I'm really excited to kind of, we already spoke over email, so I already know the candidates and a little bit about them and their CV and everything. But it will be nice to kind of talk to them, get a sense about their personality, ask them some questions. And yeah, I'm super excited to get to know them, and hopefully we'll have our team all confirmed by today and we can send out the acceptances later today or in the coming days, and then we're gonna have our team all set and ready to go. So that's something that's super exciting. This is the first time we've actually sort of interviewed for positions to kind of add on to our team. Our previous fashion shows, we were working with production companies that kind of brought in all of, the assistants and the staff and all that and the dressers. But this time we wanted to be the ones to hand pick them and to sort of build our team up and really get to know who's going to be on it and everything like that, all the little details. So we're going to do that today and it's going to be super fun. I'm really excited. Two interviews are done and so far it's looking really wonderful. I love the candidates that I interviewed so far. I like their personality. They seem super passionate and excited about working with us for Paris Fashion Week. So that's always amazing. So far the team is all girls, which we also love. But yeah, I'm super excited about how it's going so far. I can't wait to just kind of meet the team in person in Paris in September and work with them. It looks like it's going to be a really fun group. We're going to get along really well and just work really hard, and it's going to be amazing. There's a lot of requests from people on our socials about like our kind of hiring process and how we go about like choosing people to be part of our team for events and fashion week and things like that. And basically, if you get to sort of, the phase where we want to interview you, I typically ask a couple questions. Like, it's always, there's some standard questions. I'll ask you to tell me a little bit about yourself and if you have any experience during, doing any fashion week events. That's always a bonus. But something that I think is important is that I wouldn't say that that's the most important thing. Obviously, it is important to have had some experience in fashion weeks, because then you're not going to be, because fashion week can be very overwhelming if it's your first time. There's a lot going on. It's fast paced. People are running. It's crazy. It's packed. It's crowded. It's, all of that is true. It's very chaotic. So if it's your first time, then you may be overwhelmed and then you may kind of not be as effective. You may not be able, because you really have to keep a cool head and you have to be organized and very good with time management and all those skills. But, if you've never had that experience, you're going to have to start somewhere. So we're not opposed to having your first experience be with us. But the thing is that what is more important than experience is having a super enthusiastic approach. Like, you need to have you need to be motivated. You need to look like you're interested, like excited about it. You need to ask questions and just show that you're like passionate about it. Say is more important, that goes above necessarily having experience. Both are important, but if I have someone that has a lot of experience but I get, like the vibes are not matching and we don't really click and I don't really feel like you are super invested and you really want to be a part of this event, versus someone who has no experience but comes in with a really positive attitude. They say like they're super excited to be there, like they can do whatever, they're a quick learner, all that stuff. I would choose the second option over the first. So that's something that's important to know. And, you know, I think it's important when you're approaching these sort of opportunities is that sometimes having a good attitude is just as important or even more important than whether you had experience or not. So it is almost a month till the show, so I thought it was a good time to sort of do a little bit of a check-in video and let you guys know what all the updates are and where we're at with all the planning and everything. All the pieces for the show are almost ready, and then this is super common. Like, I would also get stressed if they weren't finished by this point, but this is actually super common for Fashion Week. A lot of the pieces and the higher craftsmanship, more detailed pieces only get finished almost a few weeks before the show. So that's where we're at right now, but everything's coming together really, really beautifully. Everything is exactly as we hoped it would be, so that's great. We've been in constant sort of communication with the venue in Paris and getting updates from them. I've been sending them all of our plans for the lighting, the sound, that sort of thing. So they have all that information. We're going to actually meet with them when we get to Paris at the beginning of Fashion Week, just to sort of have a dress rehearsal of how the lighting, the sound, everything will be. It's being held at an old opera house, like an old theater. It's actually a 200-year-old theater in Paris, because obviously that goes with our the theme of our show. So we're going to be there at the beginning of the week just to do a dress rehearsal, make sure the cues are good, and everything is going to run really smoothly on show day. We also have an update on the ballerinas that we wanted. So what we thought would be really cool was that obviously, since our show is ballet themed, it's inspired by 3 different ballets that have inspired us our whole lives. And since it's themed around ballet, it's held in an opera theater, in an old theater in Paris, we thought, how fun would it be to have real ballerinas from an école de ballet from Paris to do a sort of little opener, a little performance, a ballet performance to open our show. So we contacted a bunch of different schools, ballet schools in Paris, found one that we really, really liked. We're going to be working with them to choreograph and have a opening performance for our fashion show. So that's something that's really exciting. All of that is getting finalized right now, and we just thought it would be a really cool, immersive sort of way to open our show, because it's such a very like poignant theme. The venue is on theme, and then this is just going to be a really nice way to open the show. So that's exciting. That took quite a long time to sort of narrow down and do the logistics of it, working with an École de Paris. Obviously they have different ways of doing things, and it takes a bit longer to do everything, but very happy that that got sort of wrapped up and finalized. The stage that we're at right now actually is finishing and finalizing all of the accessories for the styling of the looks. And this is something that is actually going to be handcrafted and handmade by us, by our team in Montreal. And that's super exciting because we get to really sort of bring the vision to life and add a lot of sort of subtle hints about the theme and about these ballets that were the inspiration through the accessories that go with the looks. So I guess I'll give you a bit of an example. One of the ballets that it's inspired by, and that it has actually, I don't know if I explained this. So the ballet, because it was inspired by 3 ballets, our show is going to be divided into 3 sort of acts. So Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and each one is inspired by a different ballet. And one of them is a ballet called Coppelia, which is the story of a life-size doll, a porcelain doll. Our focus is on the main female protagonist, in this case Coppelia, and something that we thought would be a really nice subtle nod to the original source material, which was this ballet, is to have porcelain heart necklaces as pendants, as the sort of necklaces. Obviously the porcelain being a sort of nod to her origins as a porcelain doll, and then this way would be a nice way to tie in the ballet to the looks in a way that's subtle. It's not too sort of obvious, but if you know the story of the ballet and if you're familiar with it, then you'll recognize the meaning behind these sort of details. So things like that are really exciting, and a lot of the hair accessories and just everything that'll be adorning the girls are going to be made in-house, which is also very exciting. So that's what we're doing now, and I'll try to get some footage of that for you guys. I think that would be really fun to see. And yeah, I think that's sort of what's going on right now. And it's sort of crunch time now, so it's almost September, and super excited about everything, and I will be updating you guys more frequently. Okay.
I think we got the shots. I think it's okay. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Oui, est-ce qu'on peut avoir le petit déjeuner parisien dans la chambre? Oui, avec 3 cappuccinos. Oui, c'est ça. Et pour le jus, est-ce que vous avez du jus d'orange? Ok, bon, donc on prendra ça dans 20 minutes? Ok, parfait, merci. Okay, so we got breakfast in our room. To start with, we have actually a lot today because it's a big day. We got some fruit salad, we got some pâtisserie, some pain au chocolat, and some croissant. Obviously, a cappuccino. We got some little jellies and tartinade and some butter, and it all looks so good. And we're gonna have it right now, and then we have fittings later, so it's a big day. I'll take details, I'll take the shoes and the hands, just so they can see what's going. Yeah.
Look was made for her.
This, I think we're going to keep her in this look.
Yeah, this is really it.
I'll take it. Pizza. Perfect. Time, see what she's doing. Juste tourner un peu. On va faire une marche.
We'll see when she moves along.
Yeah, with the
I
walk.
think it doesn't need it.
Oh, amazing.
Perfect. We'll take from the front. Could you also show the slit so that they can know? Amazing. I think it's perfect. Yeah. We're good to go. We'll do a Okay, I'll do. Perfect. Okay, so I thought we would do a little bit of a check-in. Today is the day before the show, and we're just finishing up all the little last-minute details. We also have to pass by the theater again today for the rehearsal with the ballerinas that are going to be having a performance before the show as an opener for the show. So that's going to be super nice. We're going to meet them all. They're going to do a rehearsal of the dance, make sure it works with the sound and the music and all that. And then tomorrow is show day. So we're super excited, super stressed, but it's gonna be amazing. A bit about the brief for the ballerina's makeup?
Yes.
Yes. So,
Anything that you want to let us know, or like.
I'm ready for the video. Can you go back?
Octavia,
Yes, I'm ready.
can you start setting up the drum?
whatever, but they're 5. So